So we know the global replace tool, we know what it does. Let's go ahead and then take a look at how to use it in WYSIWYG Web Builder. So I have my page open, and then let me try as much as possible to locate the global replace tool. So it's under the tools tab in here. And then once I click on that, I have the global replace. Let me just go ahead and then click on that. So the idea about using this particular tool is to be able to replace certain content on our website project with ease without we necessarily having had to go through all those pages if you have a lot of pages to do that. So you have, these are the kind of objects you can replace. You have content management system, drawing tools, form, images, jQuery, login, navigation, text, other objects as well as you have page properties. And then when you come to the property, you have these are the options you can go ahead to replace with the global replace tool in here. Now, one way I have adopted going about the use of the global replace tool is to have some kind of naming convention. So for instance, if I have a lot of pages in here, and let's say in the page title, I want to have something which is going to be almost consistent on all the pages. So what I do is, let's say this is homepage, or this is going to be maybe welcome to dabsonishmail.com, or maybe I'm going to have dabsonishmail on all the pages. That's the title of the pages for all the pages. What I'll do is, let me just type welcome instead here. So welcome to, and then instead of putting a dabsonishmail in here, what I probably would want to do is derive some kind of naming convention. So I'll put name in here, and then I click on OK. When I come to about us, so I'm going to do the same thing here. So this is going to be about, and then I put name in here. So this is some kind of naming convention whereby I'm going to replace this with something different. So if I have another page, let's say services, so let me just change the page name to services, and then I come to this part. I'm going to do name so dabsonishmail services. So this is going to be services, and then click on OK. Now this is where it actually becomes fun using the global replace tool. So once I come to the global replace, and then I want to change that particular property or option I have in the page title. So let me first of all deselect everything, and then because I'm going to change this across the entire website, I'm going to select entire website. And then once I'm done, I'm going to look out for which object I'm actually changing or using a global replace tool with. So this is going to be with the page properties, because the page title is found in the page properties. And then what do I want to change? So the property type is going to be text, and then the old value is going to be name, and then the new value is going to be Dabson Ishmael. So Dabson Ishmael. So once I'm done, so I'm going to leave this on match case. That's fine, and then that's going to match the entire case I have in there. So as you can see, I have uppercase for all of them. And once I'm done, I'm going to hit on replace, and this is going to change everything. Now, one thing I haven't really loved about using this tool, it doesn't give you some kind of report on what it did, but as you can see, it's actually effective. Let's just go to the pages to find out. So let me come here, go to the page properties, and as you can see, we have welcome to Dabson Ishmael. When I come to about us, I should have that here. So also about Dabson Ishmael, and then once I come to services, also I should have about that's Dabson Ishmael services. So this one way I have adapted to go about the use of the global replace to make it easier for me to be able to make changes, certain changes as and when I'm working on a project. So just like we saw with the global replace tool options, you can make changes to text and the rest. So in case you want to use the same procedure, having a kind of naming convention where you put it in certain objects and the rest, and then you come back later to change them. So that's one way you can go about using the global replace tool, which is a very cool tool to use in WYSIWYG Web Builder. This is going to aid in your search engine optimization in a sense that it's easier for you to make changes at a very faster rate, to have it published back to your website, and then to be able to avoid mistakes. So in case I was going to type Dabson Ishmael over and over and over and over again, you can just imagine I'm likely to make a mistake. But once I use this particular tool, it's going to avoid all those kind of mistakes going about individual pages.